They gotta put these gloves on. These dogs are ready to play. They are ready to play. Yes, they are. Well, they were a second ago. Hey, Stormy. Say hello to everybody. Storm. She's walking away. Storm. Come on now. Come here, Stormy. This is Storm, my Rottweiler, and this is Rain, my Cotty Corso. It's Sunday morning playtime. We had a cold front come through, so we're kind of bundling up a little bit. The dogs don't care, of course. They're having a blast. I think Missy's out here too. Oh, there's Missy. Come here, little Missy. Missy. There she is, little Missy. Missy. Oh, she's got to poop, y'all. She's circling, or she's peeing. Okay. Come here, Missy. Missy. Come say hello. Come here. Missy. I had to change my voice because she thought I was playing with her. Come here. There we go. There's my little baby. You see me. She's my sweetie. Here's my little baby. Hey, move back, honey Corso. You've been jealous. Move. There they are. The peace won't last very long around these guys because they have been cooped up all week long and they are ready to play. Peace does not last long. Oh, Stormylicious, you're doing so good this morning. So happy to see her. She's been sore all week, so I'm really happy to see her play and have fun back here, chewing on her bone. This guy's always ready to play. If you have a Cane Corso, one of these big old dogs like this, these guys love to play. I mean, I know they have that sad, like, lazy face to them, but these guys are just, they take they waste no opportunity to have fun. They're always trying to play. They're always trying to bark. They're always trying to do something. He's looking at me like, why are you telling all my business, Daddy? Why are you telling all my business? And you see how I had to put my hand in his face because we don't tolerate that kind of stuff. No, sir. Nope. So this is what I do whenever he jumps like that. I just I bop him on the nose a little bit. You know, I'm just not to hurt him, but I send the message that I don't appreciate their behavior. Yeah, these guys, they love to play, but you got to be careful with that play, though. Because play sometimes is not always what it looks like. Sometimes play is a dominance move, or what you think is play, it turns out to be a dominance move. And if you don't turn back and say, oh, nope, set boundaries with that play, then they'll take advantage of that. It's one of my biggest things I do on this channel is I talk about what it's like having these big dogs and the negative sides of having these big dogs, because it's all fun and games until it's not fun and games. You know what I mean? It's all fun and games until it's not. And that moment when your dog starts mistreating you, that's whenever it goes sour really quick. So these guys are a lot of fun. They entertain you, you entertain them, but you just gotta be careful and know those signs whenever it's time to go ahead and put boundaries, and know when it's time to go ahead and say, all right, today's not petting you. So doggo, so Kian CS said doggo. No, this is actually a Cane Corso, not a Dargo Argentina. Yeah, they're big like those dogs, and of course, those doggos are kind of more white. More often than not, they're white. So yeah, definitely one of the things I like to kind of challenge people to do, and this is something that we talked about on our live stream on Friday. So we reviewed a video from the Dog Whisperer. Oh, he's got a lot of play in him today. Let's go find something he can play catch with, because I think he wants to play catch. How about this? Yeah, I found it. I knew that's what he wanted to do. We were reviewing a video from Cesar Milan about these two excited dogs, me and Ozzy the Cane Corso, Melissa from her channel. And one thing that we noticed is that, people just think these are all play toy all the time. They treat their dogs like just love bugs 24/7. and these dogs start slowly encroaching on your kind of your personal spaces, and it results in disrespectful behavior, and they can hurt you. You know, this guy, look how big he is. I mean, when he jumps, he's over my head, so he could really topple me over unless I teach him that, you know, hey, it's not good to you know, invade my space like that. He needs to know that, and if you can't negotiate with dogs by language. You have to demonstrate and show and use your body language, because they read your body language. They read your tone as well, but they don't understand the words you're saying. So if you don't like a behavior, you just can't be like, stop it, I don't like it when you do that, because they're like it may actually encourage them because of the way how excited you sound. So AWA is asking me, is that a kind of yes, it's a Cane Corso. Some people pronounce it King Corso, but it's definitely Cane Corso. Haley Shelton, what's going on? How are you? So yeah, you've got to know that these dogs are, you know, they are very much read your tone, and they read your body language, you know. And so these big dogs like this, they require a lot of attention to those signs whenever they're trying to. He's getting awfully close to my hand there, but he backed off, because that would have been a no-no. If he had bit my hand, then he would have got a pretty nice retaliatory response from me. And that's something that they would do in the wild. You know what I'm saying? If these dogs were out in the wild and the alpha leader doesn't like something, he expresses it to them, you know? I don't know what t-shirt to wear because they're all dirty. What are we talking about, Haley? You want us to help you pick your t-shirt, Haley? I'll do it since you want to go that way. Okay, what I want you to do, Haley, is I want you to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe, and if he hollers, make him pay, okay? And that last one that you touch is the one that you're going to wear today, okay? But in all seriousness, guys, you know, these dogs, you have to learn their body language. And it's hard because, I mean, I don't always pick up on, I don't always give the right signals. But one thing I do am very, very, very sensitive about is whenever your dog expresses dominance towards you as a human being. That's when I'm very, very, we got you, Haley. I'm very, very sensitive to that because of a safety concern for my family and for myself. Oh, he's winning because, you're winning because you got the best part of that toy. This little string here is hard for me to hold on to. Let me see if I can get a good grip on it. There we go. Now he's feeling pops. Try it again. Sorry guys for all the shaking, but I'm trying to get a good footing. Because I don't mind him winning sometimes, but sometimes I let him know, hey, you're dealing with a big dude. I'm not a big dude. I'm dealing with an alpha here. You're dealing with an alpha. Oh man, it's so much funny. It is. What are you talking about? You just trying to create a mess this morning. This is a beautiful dog. Look at those eyes, y'all. Look at those golden eyes. It's your golden eyes. All right, you want me to throw it? You want me to throw it? You ready? 1, 2, Starlicious. Cubs? Like bear cubs? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Dead eyes of a killer. You know, that's the funny thing about the Cane Corso breed. Their actual face, or the faces of a Cane Corso, is kind of a little bit of a menacing look to it, you know? It's not a very welcoming, natural, resting face. That's why you got to kind of spend time with them and know when they're being serious and when they're just kind of playing around. Because that look, it looks serious, but he's in a happy mood. You know, his tail's erect. He's in a playful mood. It doesn't mean they won't change, but, you know, and that's where it becomes difficult, is that moment whenever that they cross over from playing around to you know, actually doing something that's disrespectful. Like the bears. I never played, never been in contact with the cub. I really don't want to be in contact with the bear cub because usually the mama bear is close by and she will defend with her life. Tyson, what's going on? We caught you before you were heading out to church. Good to see you again. Uh, I read they're very protective. So Nicole, they can be. It's all about. And so let me say this, Nicole, because how does your pet view you? Do they view you as their possession? Do they view you as the alpha that does need to be protected? Do they view you as lower on the totem pole from them? And there's a fine line between there, right? Because it's like I do want my dogs to protect me if I'm in a bad situation, right? But at the same time, I don't want my dog to think that it possesses me, like it's like I'm part, like they own me. Do you know what I mean? They need to see me as an independent alpha leader. And so when I tell them to stand down, then I don't want them to look, you're my property. You don't tell me to stand down. If I'm gonna defend you, I'm gonna defend you because I want to, not even if you don't want me to. And I'm like, that's a bad thing. I want my dog to, when I say stand down and I'm like, hey, I got this, I want them to stand down because this guy can cause a lot of trouble. you know Ola says, I only keep Labradors, Border Collies, Shepherds, maybe Retrievers, but bullies can snap and get out of control. I think, Ola, I think I feel you on that comment. I feel you on that comment. I will argue just a tad, though. I wonder if in those situations where you have a dog that loses control like that, is maybe you probably have kind of steered them in a direction where they felt that they could do that behavior. In other words, like it's just what I was just saying. This dog is in attack mode and it's not listening to you. It doesn't care about what you say, but you never really trained it to care about what you say. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I raise my voice in an angry tone right now, both of these dogs will look at me, right dead in my face and wonder what in the world do they want, what am I asking them to do? You know what I mean? Because I've kind of established that, look, whenever dad is serious, you know it. You better back down. You know what I mean? Like they're sensitive to that. I don't really want to do it because I don't like just scare my dogs, but maybe I'll get around to do it. I don't know. But these dogs, they have respect for me. Now another caveat is we still have things that we have to work on. And that's why when I come in the backyard and when my dogs run over to the fence line or do something I don't want them to do, and I tell them to come back, and if they ignore me, I think that's a huge problem because that's the start of disobedience during a time that I think it's, could be dangerous. So now Haley is talking about, I don't want to wear a t-shirt. I want to take my trip so I should pack first. Haley is just living out her life on the open right now, guys. So we'll help Haley get through her day today. But thank you, Nicole B. He says that my ride is beautiful. Or over, what's going on? Hi. KOCM 1481 says DOK. I don't know what that means. Vox says steer them towards what? Being a predator? You can't train any instinct, just like I can't train you not to be straight. So Vox, I have to disagree with you on that, bro. You can train these dogs. Now, I agree that sometimes their instincts will take over, but that's something that you have to work on. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you don't say, oh, well, I can't do anything about. It's something you work on. So what is it that my dog will respond to when they see red? Okay, when my Cane Corso, when he sees red and I can't interact with him, like I can't get him to come back, or he's so captivated by whoever he's looking at or playing or wrestling or whatever, I've got something for that. It's that thing right there. Right here. This is the ultimate equalizer when it comes to my dog, this super soaker. This thing right here snaps that behavior. That's all you need, is something to snap that behavior. Instincts or no instincts, that super soaker will snap him out of all the instincts that he has. Okay, because he absolutely hates being wet. This girl right here, she's more sensitive to my instructions. So if she sees a red and she's kind of going 100%, and if I confront her, she'll back down. That's just how she is. She's very sensitive to wanting to please me. But this guy here, he requires something different. So I do think that's something that you work on. Can you 100% train it completely away? I don't know if that's true for every dog. So I'll agree with you on that point, that it may be a situation where you have a very dominant, very headstrong dog that no matter how much you do, there's still going to be an element that you can't kind of quite control. So in that case, you have to take measures up front. That means that, hey, you don't walk off leash. Or maybe you have a problem where you're not, listening to me and you go try to bite other dogs. Well, you're going to wear a muzzle. You know what I'm saying? There's things that you can do to try to mitigate any problems. So, but you do your best. You try to find where your weaknesses are and you work on that. And I tell you that one of the number one weaknesses when it comes to these big dogs is people don't set boundaries. People don't start off on the right foot. They don't say, look, there's some days like here right now, he just walked up to me, right? Wagging his tail. He wants me to pet him. Guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to pet him. I didn't ask for that. I'm not being mean to him, but I'm practicing setting boundaries with my dog. So whenever he's calm, cool, and collected, then I look, okay, look, see how she's doing nothing? She's not even paying attention to me, but she's calm. She's happy. So guess what? I'm going to go reward her. Look at this. Oh, you're the best. And so now the Connie Corso, he stepped in because he got jealous. So what we're going to do with him is back up, get back. And we get back. You see that fear in his eyes? Because I'm telling him I don't want him to do that. I'm giving her, come here. Now she's sensitive to me because she heard my voice raise, so she's a little bit nervous. But that's okay, because these guys are seeing me exercising my alpha authority here. Okay, you see now he's over there not paying attention, and I'm giving her the love that I wanted to give her earlier. A lot of people don't want to take that role back. Hey. Now he sat down in submission. Good boy. Now I'll give him some love because he sat down and submitted to what I asked him to do. Okay, go play. It's little subtle things like that you have to do to make sure you're the alpha in your pack. And you may say, well, that's not impressive. That's kind of stupid. I'm telling you guys, if your dog does not respect you, he wouldn't have sat down in submission like that. He's even doing it now. He's still kind of like, well, let me make sure here. Let me just reward him for that. Good job, boy. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. You reward the behaviors that you want, and you correct the behaviors that you don't. And little by little, like a dog that's kind of like not obeying you will eventually start getting the message. It's all about giving them the message. Okay, so back to the comments. I appreciate you, Nicole. I'm just trying to, I'm going off the top of the dome, as they say. And that's one of the reasons why I come out here and talk about these dogs. It's because everyone likes the whole, the fun stuff and the love. And I do too. Like even right now, I don't mind going and giving him some love. He's being calm. He's not doing anything that I don't like. So I can just walk up to him and go, look, good boy. Give him some love all day long. But I tell you, if this is all you do to your dog, is just love on them every day, you're going to have a problem on your hands. So, one thing I recommend is just practice that. Practice making a concerted effort to love them when they're doing a calm, happy, submissive, when they're in a calm state like this, not doing any trouble. Go and just love on them. Give them the love. Like, oh, man, you're just a wonderful dog. You're awesome. And then watch, he's going to come walk to me. Well, maybe he'll walk up to me. Okay, he's not going to do it now. Okay, now he's walking up to me. Now he wants it on his terms. Now he wants me to pet him, and I'm gonna say nope. I'm going to deny him what he's wanting, and this is strictly just to show him that I'm in control. He doesn't just make me pet him. He doesn't make me come up to him. He doesn't just walk up to me and say, "You pet me now, because I own you, stupid owner." No. It doesn't work that way. So now he's doing his own thing. He's entertaining himself. Come give him some love. All all right, now's the time I can, because so now he's getting the message. Hey, I get love when I don't bug daddy, when I don't do the pushy stuff, when I don't, jump on top of him and knock him over. I get the rubs whenever I'm calm, cool, and doing my thing. So it really takes you as a human being kind of taking on that role and thinking of it that way. Because it's like you get these dogs and all you think about is the positive. What everyone shows you on YouTube, all the shorts are everybody getting love and rubs and hugs and kisses and the warm feelings. That's all good and dandy. But are you doing it at the right times? I mean, this Rottweiler is just being so sweet. So she gets all the love right now. And over time, they just get the message that, hey, it's better for me not to go and bum rush daddy and knock him over when he walks into the door. Maybe it's better for me to just hang out over here because he'll come rub on me. All right, anyways, work on all you want. It's not a human. It's not going to reason with you. The day it decides to rip you apart ain't going to be nothing about it. You're playing Russian roulette. So Vox has a fear that these dogs will snap one day and do some weird stuff to you. Again, Vox, I have to kind of disagree with you on that, man. I think it's a process. Now, do we make mistakes with our dogs and it does result in something like that? I do think that's very, very possible. And I always wonder when you hear about those dogs attacking their owner, now here's some other things too to think about. Is your dog dealing with some medical issue? Is your dog getting older and got some sort of doggy dementia? In those circumstances, I think there could be some justification for saying, hey, this dog for no reason just snapped and whatever. But in the case where you have a dog like this, who I've trained from a puppy, and I maintain that order, I have the hardest time believing this guy would step to me. Now, does he continue to push the boundaries? He does. But each time he gets a response from me. Okay, so that it keeps in his mind, because it's all about the mindset of the dog. Because if they start challenging you and you don't challenge back, because they're naturally gonna challenge for the alpha. Okay, these big dogs, they need leadership. They want to know who's the leader here. And if you don't make yourself known as the leader, then they're going to take that spot. And they test for it. So you have to continually remind them. So, look, I do this very frequently. You see how she's intently excited about that bone, and he wants it too. Now, as the alpha, guess what I can do? Look at this. Look at that reaction. Okay, so Vox says this Cane Corso is just going to rip me apart and take it out of my hand. Is he? Is he going to topple me over? He's trying. He's not trying to knock me over, but he's trying to tell me that he's interested. But now look at his body position. He's sitting. Rottweiler sitting. Okay, let me give it back to him under my terms. Okay. So all right. Wait. Maybe I'm not ready. I'm not ready just yet. Okay, because I'm the alpha and I can do this whenever I want to. Okay, all right, I'll give it to you. There you go, baby. That's you, sweetie. That's your baby. She wanted it. He wanted it. But that is an act of me showing my dominance too with these pack. But it's a practice too. It reminds them who is the leader. He's like right now. He's still kind of pushy, right? I don't give him any love. Look at him. He's looking at me. Oh, let's go find something. Come on. Look at that. Look at my hand. He's jumping, but I keep my hand in his face. So that's a hot item right now. That bone, that's a hot item. They both want it. Storm, come here, baby. Storm, come here. Come here. Let me have the bone. Let me have it. Okay. It's a hot item, but the alpha is going to keep it. So watch this. I'm just going to keep it. It's mine now. Sorry, guys. It's mine. Let's go find something else. Alpha has it. She's like, and now they forgot. They kind of went on doing something else. Okay, now here, watch this, guys. I'm getting ready to stop all this. Storm may have kind of blamed Rain for me taking possession of the bone, but we cut out all this mess with good old Squirt, Cub Squirt. She loves the water. He hates it. So he's not even engaging anymore. They moved on. She loves that. But, you know, that whole high prize thing that they all want, everybody wants it. I still have it in my pocket. I've taken possession as the alpha. So, you know, it's like, you say that's a small thing, but you do things like this throughout the day. You give them the non-verbal signal, who's alpha, who's in control here. Stormy. You know, so a lot of this I let go because I enjoy them exercising. Because when they're cooped up in the house all day, hey, that's a little bit too much now. So I'm sorry about not reading your comments, guys. I'm actually watching their behaviors. Okay, so what are we doing? Tyson, I'm sorry. You were wondering about Missy. She's actually trying to get inside the house over there. She's way within the corner. She's out here though. Do dogs don't have boundaries? Yeah, they do have boundaries, Vox, if you set them. Wait, is that a Connie Corso? Yes, serial designation. That is a Connie Corso and a Rottweiler. Have your dogs always gotten along? So Nicole, I mean, they the way we've done it is we've introduced them because she's older, and so we introduced the Connie Corso kind of in a kind of a systematic way, you know, kind of on a non-territory, like up the street. And we kind of made sure that they saw each other as a pack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a little process. Well, what I see is 24/7 nonstop process of training, constantly correcting the mutt, and it never ends. The day you slack off, the day you snap something. Why is it worth it? So Vox, that now I will say that comment is something to think about. And you're right. You will. This is the life. That's why I have this channel. This is the life of having these big dogs. It's never going to be a day where you take off, because the moment you do that is the moment that they start developing behaviors without your input, i.e., become more dominant in your house. And if you don't keep up with it, you're right. Now I will concede that point. But you know, you don't have to. I don't see it as ominous as the way you're saying it, but I do. I will concede that point. Ty says, "We're." Oh, I already read that. A wise man once told me, "You don't know love until you lose it." Peace. Hey, Jennifer Ann. It has been a long time since I've seen that name. Drax, man, what's going on? You're back, man. Nicole B's laughing. I have to go to church. All right, Tyson. I'm glad I caught you before you went to church. JV7 says, "Hi, what's up?" Okay, so Jennifer Ann has another comment. She says, "A wise man once told me, don't know love until you lose it." Yep. I agree with that. I think we take a lot for granted. Okay, I still have that high value bone that they were playing with in my pocket, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to Storm. Come here. Sit. There you go, big girl. She took it and ran, y'all. I know the wind is crazy. I should have mic'd up. I'm sorry about that, y'all. If I had mic'd up, I have these fuzzy things on the microphone. It would have broke a little of that wind up. So yeah, I apologize for that. So his bunny says, you get these type of dogs to be part of your life. Anyone who gets dogs should see that as part of the family, not property. And you do everything excellent job, sir. Thank you so much. I've been watching you for a while. Thank you so much for that comment. I agree with you. If you treat them as a member of your family, then you realize, okay, look, I love these dogs. And part of the training, part of this boundary setting, all that stuff, is to make this a happy, adjusted family. I do that for their safety, you know. That's a great way to introduce them. I want to get another cat. I'm not sure how my senior cat will react. Seems like the control introduction can work for different animals. So Nicole, I don't have a lot of experience with cats per se, but the reason why I said introducing them not in their environment is because bring anytime someone walks up to the gate or walks up to their house, I think the dog's natural reaction is, hey, you're coming onto my territory, let me defend it. So it puts that dog that's at its home territory already in defense mode. But so by meeting and greeting down the street on a neutral territory, it's more like, hey, I'm running into another dog, and then, hey, you come home with me. How nice. Now we can play. It's just a mindset thing. I'm not sure how that works for cats per se. I don't know how territorial cats are. Maybe look that one up, because I don't want to give bad advice for that, because I don't have any experience with cats. Easy to see your dogs as well behaved and loved. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I try, but I'm not perfect. His bun. It's his buns, right? I'm not perfect. So there's times where I've made mistakes, and I try to share that. I try to share the times where I make mistakes and what you can do to try to prevent that. I, Again, I think it's a community. That's one thing. If you saw our live stream on Friday night, me and Ozzy the Conde Corso, we did a live stream, and I think one of our passions is for just kind of sharing those off the beaten path tips that can cause issues, and I think the collab between us is pretty good. I think she has a knowledge set that's slightly different than mine. I've learned a lot from her because she's kind of like the OG when it comes to the big dogs like that. She got into the game first. I say the game, but you know what I mean. She got big dogs first, and then I got big dogs later. So I had a lot to learn. But all the things that I've kind of learned that I felt were valuable to making sure that my house was safe, my dogs were safe, I really try my best to share all that stuff. And so collabing with her with a different knowledge set adds value, I think, to the people who are trying to get into the business, not the business. I don't want to turn this into a business, because I think it was his bun said is that, it's a family. So just promoting well-adjusted families, giving the tips that we need to make sure everything stays kosher, so that what Vox is talking about doesn't happen or reduces the chances at it, because no one has 100% guarantee. But I do believe that if you do put forth the effort, if you do set boundaries, if you do give that dog the impression that you and your family, human family, are the leaders of the household, those dogs will respond. Is it going to be 100? Ugh. I can't make a promise on 100%, but you can reduce that risk. Jennifer Ann said, peace. Jennifer Ann says, by the way, I'm the wise man. Jennifer Ann says, here's the comment that I want you to hear that's super wise. And guess what? I'm the wise person who made that comment. Nicole B, you really give good advice and insight into different breeds. Much appreciated. I appreciate you, Nicole B. Again, I'm just, I'm not a trainer, but, I'm just a regular old guy, but I have learned a few things here and there. And the one thing I saw the most dangerous when it comes to these big dogs is people getting these dogs and not understanding that you have to take the leadership of being the alpha. Oh, look at that. That's a very submissive position, guys. Look at that. Showing me his belly. He's like, oh, so you reward this. You reward this submission. Okay? If this big dog like this is going to submit to you, you encourage that. You say, yeah, that's it, boy. That's what I'm looking for. Look at that. Exposing his body parts. This is the most submissive position a dog could be in. You gotta love that. Love and support that. You look, my Rottweiler's not even jealous. She's got her bone. She's happy. This is what you want to love on. This is the time where you show all the loves and kisses and hugs and stuff. Yeah. That's a good boy. So I'm going to stop, and so I'm going to watch his reaction, okay? So this is where I'm going to go back into training mode. This is all good and gravy. But what if he says, look, boy, what you stop rubbing me for? You're going to get back down here, and you're going to keep rubbing me. That's when you take a stand. So watch this. Let's watch his reaction, okay? Okay, he turned his attention to the Rottweiler. So I'm in dad mode now. So I gave him love, but I went right into dad mode. Okay, so he came back to me. I'm blocking his face. He stood in front of me. He's wanting me to pet him again. And I'm denying that because I'm saying I'm giving to you, I'm giving that love and under my terms. And my terms are when you're being a good dog and when you're doing the thing I ask you to do, then you get the love. So I'm using my love and affection as a training tool. Otherwise, if I start loving on him and I guys, it's not 100%. I've made mistakes. I've definitely encouraged him in the wrong times. But I'm just trying to point out that if I start encouraging him by rubbing on him every time he walks up to me, then he feels like he's in control of when he gets petted. And so he starts demanding that I pet him whenever he wants to be petted. You know what I'm saying, guys? You follow what I'm saying? Crazy. How are you? Nicole B, thank you so much. Oh, he's trying to get him. He's trying to get Storm to love on him now in some very strange ways. I don't know why he does that. He will wake up in the morning, he stands over Storm's face, and then Storm does whatever, and he just lets it happen. I don't know why he does that. I guess he's a male dog. Okay, here's my little one, guys, if y'all were asking to see her. Little Missy. You want to say hi to everybody, Missy? Hey, you back. You get back. Come say hi. Hey, get back. Missy's hackles are up now because she's concerned that the big dog was gonna come step on her. Hey, do I gotta get the water hose? Rain. Yeah, don't act a fool. So crazy. I wish I could have chickens too, man. That'd be so much fun. Like I wanted chickens before all this political stuff started happening. And unfortunately, with these larger, not large, but larger properties, they don't like us having chickens out here. I bet with all this political stuff going on, they'll probably change their tune because people want their eggs, and we want to. Oh, look at that! I've never seen that behavior. Did y'all see that? Little Missy said, "Smell the butt." She turned around quick and said, "Dad, take a sniff of this," and walked off. I've never seen that. Oh man, that's crazy. Millie and Riley says, I have a blue nose pit bull. Ooh. So you probably can contest to some of the stuff that I'm talking about, right? Making sure you set boundaries with those guys and I think those are sweet dogs, right? If I remember correctly, aren't those pretty? I mean, they're as long as you do your job, right? Those are pretty sweet dogs. I know potential patients. I get it. I feel the same way. Like it's not hurting anybody to have like a little small area for guys. I'm sorry about that wind. I do apologize. I, you know, a small little coop like somewhere in the back corner. I mean, look at how. I mean, I've got plenty of room. It's not hurting anybody. But you know how it is. HOAs, right? Yeah. That's going to be the new joke, Nicole. What's more expensive, the chicken or the egg? Man, the Tractor Supply store they would have chickens all summer long, just right there, just dangling in our face, kind of teasing us like, come get some chickens, they're right here. And of course, I grew up somewhat on the farm. I say part of my early life, I grew up on the farm. My grandfather was a farmer kind of guy in East Texas, you know what I'm saying? We all were like very, very country folks, like straight up country. Like, I mean, you may not look at me and tell me that I'm a country guy. I'm a country guy. But, we grew up wearing cowboy boots and all that stuff because my grandfather was always out there, harvesting crops, whatever, and feeding pigs and chickens and stuff. So I really missed that lifestyle. I mean, we were out in the country. The nearest neighbor was, I don't know, a quarter of a mile up the road. So I really missed that. Do your country crystal like this one? So Nicole B, I got something interesting for you. If you are interested in looking at one of our short videos or the long video, depending on if you have how much time you have. But are you eating that? Dude, you don't need to be eating that. I'm taking this away from you. You don't need this. Let me have that. Take it out. Take it out of your mouth. You don't need that. It's wood. Go find you a toy. Go get a toy. Yeah, go get a toy. Go over there and get a toy. No, not the one I have in my hand. You over here. Get a toy. I got just the thing for you, buddy. Take that. You want me to throw it? Okay, here. Here, look, right here. There you go. Anyway, so he doesn't really like water a lot, which is very different. Well, he wants what I have in my hand, but you're not getting it, buddy. You're not getting it. I'll take it away from you. You're not getting it. And he wants it. Look how he's dancing. He's like, I want it back. So guess where this is going? This is going to the burn pile. It's going away. It's all going bye-bye. Go play. He hates the water. So for the longest time, and of course the Rottweiler, she loves the water. She lives for that water. So we'd come out here swimming, and the Rottweiler, we'll let her in, jump in the pool. But one thing he would do, the Cane Corso, he would just stay on the ledge over here. Right here, it's just shallow over here. It's like maybe a half a foot deep. So he wouldn't go swimming in the rest of the pool. And so one day he got so frustrated. Me and Storm were swimming. We were having fun, and he kept edging it. I was rolling too. I was doing a live show in my pool, guys. It's like summertime, and this guy just out of the blue, after about a year or so of being in the water, coming to the water, decided it was his day. It was his moment to go for a swim, and I caught that on live stream, and he just took off and did a lap in the pool. So much fun to see. Freaked me out, but I was really happy that I caught it live. So I turned it into a little bit of a short, dramatizes a little bit. So if you look through my shorts, you'll find him. That was his first day swimming, and since then he really hasn't done it again. But the winter came, and we haven't been. And of course, I don't allow my dogs to swim until they're invited. So that's another boundary that I set with my dogs. And the reason why I did that is because my Rottweiler, she loves it so much, but she's kind of like, she takes up so much room, and it's not a big pool. It's kind of a, it's not massive. But when she gets in there, she takes over, and it's not pleasant for the family. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just like running into you and scratching you with her claw. It's just like, so I said, listen, human family swims first. We enjoy ourselves, and at the end, I invite the dogs to come in, and then we play with the dogs before we shut it down. So and that's worked out beautifully. It's a way for me to assert another boundary. Give my authority first. What do y'all see? And then it's another way for them to have fun, and then everyone's safe and happy. Okay. Potential patient says, whereabout are you? Oh, I'm in Texas, Central Texas. Looks kind of warm compared to up here in Colorado. Yeah, my son's stationed out there in Colorado, so he's been telling me that he finally got that bone that she's been having the whole stream. He's been wanting that for the whole time I've been out here. He's wanting that bone. I told you there's a high value treat over there. I'm not sure what my Rottweiler looking at. What do you see, big girl? What do you see? Let's see what she's looking at. I don't see nothing. Not sure what she's obsessed with, but anyway, she's looking for something. Yeah, so it's gonna be like in the 70s today. Nicole says, oh, he's like, Dad, I really love that wood. I know, Nicole, he wanted it so bad, but the problem is that he doesn't get to force me to do anything. Super cute, super smash, super cute. I was surprised how much Rod loves water and snow. Probably his favorite stuff in the world. Exactly. My Rod is the same thing. If I go grab that water hose, man, she's in heaven. She loves it. Loves being wet. She loves swimming. Anything about water, she loves it. Water. I love water. Spartacus, nice Conde Corso, must cost a fortune for food. So, Spartacus, that is a definite concern when it comes to these dogs, how much money we spend. We've trying to cut a little cost with how much we're spending on it, because you know how it is when like the commercial says, you start off with Huggies and you end up with Loves or whatever, however that commercial goes. You start off, trying to be super, super like, oh, I want to buy the best for my dogs, food. And then you start realizing how much it's costing you and how much they're running through those big bags of food. And you're like, man, I'm going into the poorhouse trying to feed my dogs. And, of course, there's better ways of doing it. Of course, the best way that I found is raw diet and visiting your local butcher. I learned that from you guys. I was on the live stream talking about going live, or I'm sorry, going raw. And so I can't remember if it was Paul. I think it was Paul. Paul mentioned, hey, man, just reach out to your local butcher because they may offer scraps that you can feed your dog for free. And my gosh, he was correct. I went to the local butcher and they're like, hey, come on Mondays before 4 o'clock and we got plenty of stuff. And so that's one. So good idea if you guys want to go raw and hadn't figured out how to do it, where it's so kind of cost effective. Check out your local butchers. They oftentimes will say, hey, we have a lot of leftovers. We trim all this extra. Now the trick is that what you'll find is that these, when you go raw, you have to have certain proportions of proteins and fats and organs and all those things like that. So you got to be careful. You just can't go and just get everything they have and dump it in a bowl. You have to kind of be a little, how do I say, have to be a little bit selective on what you give them at any given time. Meaning you want to have the minority. You want to have the majority of that food that you give them to be muscle. All right. And then the rest has to be a proportion of maybe the bones and the organs and liver, stuff like that, So anyway, do your research, and I'm not 100% on that. Oh, potential patience. Thank you so much. Let me give you a heart for that. Thank you. Awesome. I appreciate you for that. But yeah, so I'm not 100% with that yet, but because it does take a little extra work to go there and pick it up and things like that. But I do promote that. I do think that's a better food choice for your dog. The processed things like the kibble and stuff like that is it's just for humans. It's like humans. Processed foods are kind of hard on the body, and anything that's made in a lab, it's not necessarily what these guys are evolved to eat. They spent hundreds of thousands of years killing animals in the wild and eating their flesh raw. So it is what it is on that. Don't forget, Fresh Bones does love it. Yes, Fresh Bones. And I will say a lot of people tell you not to give like hard, long bones on every single meal. So in other words, when you do give the bones, be careful to not just give them all these big femurs. It's supposedly not that great for their teeth. Now, if they're chewing on something like this, on occasion, no big deal. But I'm talking about when it comes to you feeding them, you don't want them chewing on hard, weight-bearing bones at every meal for their food. Do you know what I mean? Sir Harry says, woof. I've learned a lot about the Corso breed. Thank you. Yeah, awesome, Nicole. I try my best to pass it along. But my wife and I started off with Rottweilers were our first big breed dogs. And we learned a lot about, being a dog owner with the big ones and protecting the dog and protecting the family, all those things. And then when the Conde Corso came along, it was like, okay, we need to really know what we're doing here. Because, you end up making some mistakes that can really cost you. I have a subscriber that comes on a lot with me on live. He's not here right now, I don't think. But we call him Grandpa. But Grandpa has been going through a lot lately, and he's got some dogs that kind of got a little out of control, a little rowdy. He's doing his best. He's got a lot of family circumstance with my wife is sick and things like that. But he recently had an incident where the dog, I believe, bit somebody or something like that, and got into some trouble. And it's really hard on him because all the legal things he is having to deal with, and all the pain and agony, and and he may lose the dogs, and it's just terrible, terrible. Great guy, just a wonderful, wonderful person, been a very good supporter of the channel, and he's just got issues going on, and I can't help but think that, oftentimes you need help with these big dogs. You need a little bit of help, and so if we can pass on the word early before we run into those messes like that. We can pass on these tips, pass on how to make sure that these dogs are, look for those signs of dominance and aggression, and start working on them. You may not can get rid of all of it, but can you prevent something like catastrophe from happening? At least try. Because we do love these dogs. They are sweet. They will be very sweet. But they will also have the potential to be, like Vox was saying earlier, they have the potential to be dangerous. So we definitely need to pass along the knowledge, guys. Share the knowledge. Share that wealth of knowledge. Rhythm Shoulders is a nice choice. So, yeah, Crazy knows what she's going. I'm sorry, Crazy. I said she. I apologize if that was incorrect. My bad. I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong. Crazy's been on the channel for a long time. I see your name, but I can never, by your name, it's hard to tell your gender, so I apologize for that. Nicole B says, my hubby had a pit bull. She was a big softie. Yeah, I mean, some dogs are they're just not going to do anything. They just don't have that desire to dominate everybody and everything. They don't have the desire to, cause a lot of trouble. And all they want is everybody to pet them and love them. That's all they care about. Pit bulls, Connie Corsos, Rottweiler. There are just some animals out there that could care less about dominating the world. You know what I mean? But then there's other animals who do. And those are the ones that are kind of more challenging and will require that, as Vox was saying, that daily constant, work on. And then there's just a combination of all, which is that guy. He's sweet one moment, but if he gets possession of something and he doesn't view you as the alpha, he will show and exert his authority over you. Okay, so here's another good test. So you remember I did the test earlier in the stream with Storm. Now let's see if I can do it with him. So let's see if I've developed the respect to take something that he's been wanting the entire stream. This guy's been wanting this bone the entire stream, and let's see if he will concede to alpha. Let's see. Let's watch. Move back. Let me have that. Yeah, I know you want this, but alpha has grabbed it. So what's your response? Are you gonna submit, or are we gonna have a fight? Nope. You don't want to fight? You're submit? Well, if you're gonna submit, then I'm gonna be sweet to you. I'm gonna be nice to you because I love you. Here you go. You can have it. I know you've been wanting this all day. Here you go, buddy. Alpha's giving it to you because it's his to give. All right. So anyway, that's that whole thing. Hey, Paul is here. What's going on? Paul, we were just, like always, we're talking about dominance issues and talking about making sure we're safe with our dogs. But Vox was really, he was kind of going hard. I don't know if Vox, are you still here or not? But he was kind of going hard on the idea that these dogs, eventually are going to snap on you and eventually going to hurt you. And I was kind of pushing back on the idea that that's not an inevitability with these dogs if you kind of know what you're doing up front. And a lot of that, I think, turning on their owner is because they just don't have that respect for the owners like that. These dogs never developed the respect that they should have had all along when they were puppies. And so as a demonstration to kind of the respect that this dog has for me as alpha, is I can take something that so all this whole entire stream, he's been wanting that bone because Storm has had it all the entire stream, and she's been chewing on it. And he's been building up all this anticipation and he's been wanting this thing the whole time. So now that he finally has it, I just went and grabbed it from him, and he let me do it. So I just try to show that respect there, that he sees me as above him in that totem pole. Otherwise, he would have, tried to bite me or make me give it back to him. Because if he saw me as beneath him, he wouldn't have been so nice about that. But he submitted. He even turned his head away and he was about to lay down. But either way, he realized that when Alpha grabbed the bone, he wasn't going to be able to take it back from him, take it back from me. And I expect that kind of level of respect, not just from me, but from my wife and my daughter too. That he needs to have that same level of respect, that any one of the family members should be able to take something from him, and he's not going to retaliate. He submits. Okay, there we go. So Spartacus is saying, "Oh, Freya, can you say hi, Freya?" Oh, hi, Freya. What's going on? Spartacus, good boy, great for kids. All dogs can be dangerous. Absolutely, Spartacus, 100%. Not the breed, absolutely. But the reason why I'm harping on this dog is because he's so big and he's so powerful. So sometimes the little ones, when they misbehave. So again, I am going to apologize again for this wind because it's pretty strong right now. And I know you guys probably hear the rustling in the background. But, I'm harping on the Connie Corso breed because they have the potential to actually hurt or probably kill somebody. Depends on how big you are. And if that's the case, it's you have to kind of put some emphasis on that, because your little Chihuahua is not going to necessarily kill you, but this Connie Corso can. So if you make a mistake with the Connie Corso, I think it could be. That's why I'm harping on it. But you were absolutely right about the breed. It doesn't matter. Even my little dog over there, they need to have that respect as well. That's always a thing. And those the little dogs get away with some terrible behavior because they're so small. What's the matter, big girl? What do you keep looking at? What? She's trying to show me something. I don't know. What do y'all see? Y'all see anything? I don't see anything. So Paul said this is why the breed is not for everyone. Exactly. Expect them to challenge you. Yes. Your purpose is to make sure that the dog recognizes you as the alpha, and if not, they may turn on you. Yes, sir. That's exactly what I've been saying the whole live. Correct. Correctamundo, sir. Spartacus and are very intelligent. Yes, same as Roddy's. I wonder what Storm is watching. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Drex. I don't know. Let's I don't know what's going. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's just that hanging branch there. She's like, throw it. She's asking the tree to throw it to me. Spartacus says, thumbs up. Haas is here. What's going on, Haas? Haas has been so amazing to the channel, guys. I thank you, Haas, for everything you've done, bro. That is amazing. So Devil's Pen says she tricked to get the bone back. Believe it or not, these dogs do in fact try to win the game on each other. They try to trick each other. So they will do misdirection sometimes, and they will do trades. So sometimes he will bring something to her, because usually that's how it starts. Usually Storm is minding her business, chewing on her bone. He just wants it. So he'll bring a trade. He'll bring another toy to her and drop it. Or what he'll do is he'll try to get me to play with a toy. And the goal is to make Storm jealous. Be careful over there. Drop her toy and come play with us. And when she drops the toy, he goes and grabs the toy that she originally had. Does that make sense? So in other words, he tries to misdirect by saying, oh, look, Storm, this is so much fun. I'm playing with Dad. Why don't you leave your toy on the ground and then come play with Dad too? It's really weird how they do that. It's like, how do you guys have the critical thinking skills to be able to do deception like that? It is really interesting. Oh, wait. Hold on, Paul. Okay, what happened with the video? What are we talking about? What happened to the video? You uploaded it? Do you mean the one that we did, the live stream from Friday? Which video are you talking about, Paul? Because I'm kind of concerned now because I thought we did a great little collab that are there. Oh, are you kidding me? I need to check though because I thought it was already uploaded. And I don't know. Did it get taken down? I hope it didn't get taken down. That really concerns me because I mean, I was pretty proud of how we collabed with that video and was hoping that it turns into something, more of a regular thing. If you guys enjoy having, two owners kind of do a live breakdown. Oh, we got copyrighted. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Dang. Okay. Well, wow. I wonder why. Because, that's the reason why. Like, it's actually a review. It was a review video of someone else. And I stopped it. I didn't play the whole thing. I mean, we just went through sections and reviewed sections of it. So that's interesting. Let's see into that, figure out what triggered that. And they'll usually send me a message. I usually don't get very many dings from YouTube. I mean, I try to do most things original posts, original videos, and but when I'm reviewing someone else's video, I'm obviously using their information that I'm reviewing, but I didn't play it. I try to stop it where it doesn't like it's like I'm only showing what they've produced. So that's interesting, Paul. I'm gonna have to look into that. Longer than 10 seconds. Okay. Oh yeah. So we probably stopped it or didn't stop it in time. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell Melissa, and we have to do another one. I need to get a little timer going. So if it's more than 10 seconds, gosh, it's so disappointing. It seems like every time we do a collab together, and there's always some issue, some problems that we have to work through. Gosh, man. John Gribb says I love this. Rain. Oh. Wow, taken down. Okay, I'm sorry. I was I was a little shocked. I have to send her a text. Wow. Okay. Well, there's more. There's more to life. More videos out there. More that we can do. Gosh, it was okay. I'm not gonna get too disappointed. I'm gonna move on to my head. But I'm glad you let me know, Paul. But it sounds like, Paul, you like the format though, the way we did it, because it's new. I mean, the lives I do now with my phone and with YouTube in the backyard is using the app specifically from YouTube, only because they don't require as much bandwidth, and it does get a little grainy depending on where I walk in the backyard. But for the most part, they're good about letting it stream, and they're also good about advertising for me, because the amount of people that come on during this type of live stream, or at least randomly show up, is way more than whenever I do it through those streaming services like EvuMux. For some reason, unless you intentionally come to my channel to see it or know when we're coming on, I don't get a lot of random traffic. So that's really disappointing. Okay. Haas, let me get back to your comment. It says, nothing much, man. I was struggling to find a stud for my girl. I'm going to die wanting a litter. Oh, no. So I'm just stressed. How about you and the family and the fur babies? Well, I was doing good until I found out that one of our cool videos got taken down. Oh man, to be honest, I don't think you even need to review videos. You must have so much experience with dominant breeds. They are so much. Yeah, you know, that's a thought too. That is a thought. And one thing I thought about, I told her, I said, listen, why don't we just take videos that we already have out? Because I mean, I think she has over 1,000 videos from her channel. Maybe we could just take clips from our own videos. And I mean, I have about maybe 200 videos that we can, well, not, well, I shouldn't say that because most of my stuff is jokey. And I don't think anybody want me to break down how I, did a voiceover with my dogs, but maybe not. Who knows? I think people are more interested in the training aspect. But yeah, I think you're right about that. I'll send her a message after I get done with this live stream. Oh, I'm in Texas, Central Texas. Pat is asking me where we are. We're out here in Texas. This is Texas. This is Hold'em. Woo! Lay your cards down, down. Whatever. I don't know that song. She's going to rip down the tree for that stick. I know. I mean, it's just dangling. It's dangling, y'all. Hey, what was that? Oh gosh, are you chewing sticks? No, no sticks. Yes, no sticks, big girl. Oh, and she went and grabbed that stick. Unless it's no. Stormy, thank you. Don't eat the stick. Come here. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Y'all, it's getting so windy. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it all down. Unless you have any more questions, and I'm gonna do some investigate. Oh, Paul says you both should collab and do more like that. You can name the Corso crew Docs and Dogs. King Corso MD. Cuddy Corso Docs and Leash. Well, yeah, I get what you're saying. Kind of use your profession to your advantage, right? Docs and dogs. That's a good idea. No, I don't think there's a squirrel up there. I think it's just I think she's waiting for the sticks to fall out of the tree, honestly. Because she keeps looking at this big stick right there. It keeps dangling. I'll let my Chinese friend know. What? Oh my God! You were trying to be funny over there. Or Pat's trying to be funny. Ha ha ha. I'm sure they're not people that are from China that come on would not appreciate that. It's the big branch swinging. Yeah, I think that's what she wants. She wants that to fall down. Let's go watch her get some water before we end the live stream. Storm, you want some water? Let's go get some water. Come get some water. It's so much funny. It's so much fun to watch her do that. Y'all, I spent so many months trying to train her to do that, to get water on her own. So I just like to just show it off every time I think of it. She's so good at it. And it's good for her. I think they like having fresh water. And it's coming out of the faucet too. It's not even it's not stagnant water. It's good water. She loves it. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and she's determined to get that branch off. Yeah, Haas. I think it's just he just don't want to be wet. He doesn't want to be wet. Like you saw how he ran over there with her, like he wants the water, but he's not willing to make that sacrifice of getting wet. And Storm is all about it. She wants to get wet. So it's like it's nothing for her to get splashed in the face with some water. All right, Paul. Thanks for coming on and thanks for that info. I'm gonna send Melissa a text real quick, and we'll get it fixed up. Oh, is he gonna do it, y'all? He walked up to it and he sat by it. He wants somebody else to do it for him. So Evie's like, don't put me in the water. Don't you rub me with no soap. But if you get me wet from the rain, I'll take that. It's so funny how these dogs draw their lines, like what they will tolerate and what they won't, what they like, what they don't like. Buddy, you sure you don't want water? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Come on, let's try. We're gonna do it for the camera. Let's do it for the camera. Let's try. It's gonna be a little wet, but you can handle this. Come on, I got faith in you. There you go. Well, almost. Oh boy, get out the way. Get you some water. You want the water? I hope y'all are seeing this because I can't see it. Get some water. Get some water. Nope, too much splashing. Come on. You can drink it. It's too much splashing. Okay, we're all getting wet here. Never mind. I use brisket bones. Ooh, so I have no issues with old bones laying around. Prevention is peace of mind. If I'm away, old bones can be problematic. Ooh, that's a good thought. Devil's pin. See, that's the tips that are wonderful to hear about. Yeah, if the bones are you saying like, are they splintering? The old bones are splintering and then like lodging in their GI system? And the more fresher bones are easy for them to chew. What crazy. He's like, what a big coward. I know. It's like this big old dog that's ready to tear down the whatever. You know, I'm a big bad dog, but I can't handle a splash of water. And that's just Rain, man. He's not about that splashing water business. Yeah, so Haas is saying the same thing. It's funny how these big dogs, they're just like something small. And hey, my daughter used it to her advantage. Like I've said this multiple times. She uses his fear of water to assert her dominance. So when he's not doing what she's asking him to do, like she's asking him to move and he's not moving or whatever, she squirts him with some water. He gets up and run off. You know, she just uses as a tool to help her make sure that he doesn't see her as less than. You know what I mean? Storm rains on rain. Storm rains on rain. She does rain on rain. The irony. I got you on that. Oh. All right. Until next time, docs with dogs, or what is it, Paul? Docs and dogs. Oh man. All right, guys. I actually am going to go in now. Y'all have a wonderful day. Next time, I think I'm going to go ahead and mic up with that little windbreaker on there because I'm afraid how much of this is being distorted by all the wind. So, but anyway, y'all have a good day. Have a wonderful Sunday. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank y'all for the super chats and everything. Y'all are wonderful. Thanks for the tips. And no kids going near a stash. Okay, I missed that comment, Devil's Pin. No kids going near a stash. Sticks and trees. Yeah, sticks and trees. That's what this should be. This episode should be called Sticks and Trees. All right, guys. I am going to go. All right. Peace, everybody.